I think an interesting thing for authors is that the type of writing that is needed for an email is different in some ways than the writing that's needed for the work that they probably are focused on. And so I think in both of the cases that you were talking about, we don't need to necessarily delve right now into this detail, but wearing a different hat, like you're wearing a different hat when you're writing your fantasy novels or your nonfiction how-to books or your mysteries or whatever, than when you're writing an email, in the same way that you're wearing a different hat when you're running your business, maybe, than when you're sitting down and you're creating. Are there any general tips you have for people about things they should keep in mind as they're thinking through what they want to put in their email?
Yeah. And for authors specifically, there are two main types of emails that you're going to want to send out. And these are manual emails. We'll talk about automation a little bit later on in the podcast. But the first one is a newsletter. And I actually recommend, if you have the time and the energy, I recommend playing around with your newsletter in the style that you actually write in. I've talked to several authors who use Aweber who actually send out these newsletters that are fun little stories or that are little like quippy things. And there's a couple things you can do with that. First of all, your audience loves your writing. That's why they signed up for your list. And so you're giving them what they want. You're really giving away a lot for free in order to keep them engaged with your email list. But you can also try out some new things, try out a new character, try out a new style, try out some jokes, and really see what people like. Are they clicking on that? Are they emailing you back to say, I thought that was hilarious. I want to see more of this. You get this wonderful communication and feedback loop, and you don't have to be so regimented like you would be in an actual book that you're writing. You can play around with it. And so I think that's super fun. And I do want to say I am an English major from my undergrad
Yay!
degree. So this is me thinking about how I would do this as well.